We're not talking about suspending X at the moment in the Commission. As Paula has said, we are still present on X. And when it comes to the European elections, upstream of those elections, we had a number of roundtable meetings with platforms such as X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and we submitted a report after the elections, which I can send that to you off if you like. And in that report, it shows that platforms played their part in the elections. I'm happy to send you a copy of that report if you so wish. And then, yes, there was a question about the forthcoming elections in Germany. I said this yesterday. We are going to organise a roundtable with the German authorities and the platforms, and that will take place on the 24th of January to make sure that X and other platforms respect their obligations.
When you open an inquiry, and you mentioned TikTok Lite, it's not entirely comparable with this case. TikTok Lite, or TikTok for TikTok Lite, did have the possibility of simply withdrawing the program, and that was what the platform proposed, and that's what we accepted. The Commission decided it was an addictive program, and it was easy for TikTok to withdraw the program and for us to close the inquiry. Here the situation is slightly more complicated. When you go on to X, that's what you see is one thing, but the algorithmic process behind it is another thing. Things are evolving extremely rapidly on the technical side, and we have to assemble all the necessary proof so that we can take the right decision when the day comes, if it comes. Now, just because the inquiry is still underway and we're looking at the way in which certain content's being boosted, doesn't mean we're not taking any action under DSA. Just because there's an inquiry on X, it doesn't stop us from doing more. That's what, for example, there's a roundtable on the 24th of January when constant exchange with X. Our services are checking to make sure that X is complying with its obligations upstream of the elections in Germany. So it's important to distinguish what we're doing in the framework of the inquiry from what we're doing on top of that to ensure that the German elections are protected, are free and democratic.
We have an instrument, and that means that we have to follow the steps provided for in that instrument, and that's our responsibility. I really want to conclude on this. There are people, colleagues who have other questions, and we're basically repeating ourselves, I think. We're repeating what we can say at this stage.